Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eva and this is all about my Dogo Argentino Harley. As you could hear in that short video before that, me talking, you noticed my dog was crying, and the reason why she was crying and whining and all of that and looking at me is because she was asking me to go outside and have some exercise. So we usually leave the house around 10 a.m. Sometimes I go by myself, sometimes I go with my kids, one or two of them. But we always go and we always have a lot of fun. When I'm taking my kids, we actually go for like 2 hours and do like 7 kilometers, and there's off leash time and on leash time and all bunch of socializing. We actually, often go to kids parks where my daughter can just run around, and then I keep my dog on the leash and she's just looking at other kids and high school students and all of that, and this is just so beneficial for her, occupies her mind. But as a good work, she also needs her off-leash time, so we just run on a big field and let all that energy out of her. Later on, we will just keep walking. My daughter is usually on her bike, so we kind of sometimes run a little bit or walk. So it's during those 2 hours, lots of things is happening, and after that I have a big backyard, so she can also run over there. But anyway, this is one of the type of exercise we do. The other thing we like to do is just simply go to the forest, and that's my dog's favorite by far. She's the most tired actually after like a forest walk, on leash or off leash, it doesn't matter. I feel like forest, it's my dog's nature. Obviously, she was bred to hunt in forest, and also normally her habitat is forest. Anyway, we don't do it every day, but when we do that, when she's the most tired and the most satisfied, I would say. Anyway, as you seen on that short video, she was whining and whining and whining because it was already past 10 and we did not go anywhere yet, and she was just asking me to go. And she would whine like that until I'm just taking her out. Not actually, no. Eventually, she would just give up on life and go and sleep. So if I want it or I don't want it, I have to give her enough exercise every single day. So for my Dogo Argentino, I never went without any type of exercise outside the house for longer than 1, maybe 2 days. But that's really very, very rarely. Usually we go every single day because it's very important to keep her stimulated and have that good off switch when we are not exercising. So during the time at home, I expected her to just chill. I don't want her to run. So what happens when I don't take her out? So first of all, she is restless like that. She's not distractive. She will just keep follow me everywhere like a freaking shadow and whine and cry. And she mostly like cries to herself, but it's so hard to listen to, obviously, because she's my dog, and I don't want her to cry like that. But yeah, that's her passive aggressive ways of saying, "Mom, move your bum, it's time to go and do something." But that makes me think, what would happen if I did not take my Dogo Argentino on a daily walks at all? I think lack of heavy exercise for a Dogo Argentino would 100% result in bad behavior and behavioral issues. So barking, digging, destructive behavior, all you can name it, reactivity towards other dogs and people later on, aggression even towards the owner. This energy must go somewhere. And also, the dog would probably never just chill. It would just keep going and keep annoying every single person in your household. So it's just better to go out and get that energy out somewhere. Otherwise, you will deal with a serious consequences if you keep your dog Argentino in the home. And even if you have a big backyard, I feel like that's not gonna do the trick. the dog will eventually get bored of it and just like keep running back and forth, guard the property. And if you have kids, it's just gonna bark them all the time. I have a cat, so yeah, that day when I'm not walking her, she is so annoying to the cat. It's like a live toy for her during that day. So definitely bad behavior is a guarantee for you if you don't walk your dog. Another thing that can happen is obviously depression, right? It's so important for the mental stimulation, for their mind to go out and see the world and observe, because otherwise they just get sad. It's all they have, really. If you don't hunt your dog, at least what you must do, it's your freaking responsibility. If you took a Dogo Argentino or any dog at that matter, it's to go out on every single day. Obviously some dogs needs more exercise, some dogs needs less exercise. Dogo Argentino needs tons of exercise, so that's hard, but it's what you have to do. Sorry, you wanted that breed, then get out and keep moving, because your dog's well-being is what matters. Another side effect of not exercising your dog is their health. So weak muscle, the joints, heart issues, all of a sudden obesity. Do I have to name any more? I think that's really enough. Then it can may affect their confidence, so lack of smelling and exploring and seeing people and sounds and all of that definitely makes their confidence good, and they are not afraid of the entire world. If you all of a sudden stop working and exercising them outside the house, they will be very lost in their life. Also, they will start pulling at the leash because they just want to see everything, and they will not listen to you, because everything will be more interested at that point. If you neglect them that way, they will definitely stop listening to you outside, because they just so hungry for that fresh air and all that stimulation. So yeah, do yourself a favor and walk your dog every day. The next thing could be potentially potty training. Go sideways because I don't know, I just know that some people have that problem. If they don't exercise their dogs, they just start peeing everywhere in the house, or like pooping, but mostly peeing. I think that's like a male problem, that they would just pee in the house. That's what I hear, at least. I have a female and she's well exercised, so I don't have that problem. Actually today, as of right now, it's 9:40. The weather is a little bit off and I have quite some cleaning to do in the house, and I am filming this video. I kind of want to edit that as well and just push it through. So she needs to wait for her exercise today, but as of right now, she is just sleeping. I'm not going to talk about the positive effects of the dog exercising that day, but I would just mention that it definitely bonds you with the dog so much. Like, my husband is not exercising my dog every single day, he just goes sometimes, and I can see that their bond, I mean, exercising, discipline and affection, that's the way you want to go. And he doesn't do the first two as much. He doesn't know how to discipline her properly. He will just yell at her. So yeah, she growled at him the other day, and I think that's because he's lacking those first two. He only gives her affection. So here we are. She growled at him, and she never growled at me, and I don't think so she will ever will grow at me. Anyway, yeah, exercising your dog is so important. He gets her exercising on a bike. They go on the bike rides when she runs by the bike, but that's usually when I can't go anywhere that day and I really want her to just get tired to the point that she cannot move. So they will do like 7 to 8 kilometers that's around 5 miles, I think, in about like 20 to 30 minutes. So she keeps growing during that time. She runs like crazy. And believe me or not, she will go back home. She will rest for like, I don't know, 10-20 minutes, and she's ready to go again. She has a lot of stamina in her. I have never seen a dog like that would have never ending energy. She's always ready to go. So I think this is it for today. I just wanted to keep it short and sweet to the point. So please subscribe if you are new. Let me know in the comment how often do you exercise your Dogo Argentino. I would like to know. And I hope I will see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye guys.